Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you the conditional statement of PHP. For this I'm going to create a new file. Wait. Okay, I'm going to save it. Let's save it as conditional statement .php. So you have to use every single time .php extension to actually create a PHP file. Okay, so save it, and here we know we want to use PHP question mark. Okay, why? Because we have to use this syntax if we want to write any PHP code. Now here let's say I want to declare a variable is. So let me show you how you can actually comment out something. So you can actually give here /, and then if you write here this is let's say conditional statement. So if I go to the browser, okay, make sure you have run the server, and now let's say I want to go to where the URL name is what there is conditional statement.php, right? Okay, conditional statement.php. Oh, object not found. Open folder. Here you can see, so rename it, copy it, cancel, go and go. I will go here and I will say paste.php. so this is the page. Okay, and here you can see there is nothing. Why? Because we have actually comment out it. If I remove it, it will actually show here. I mean, it will show error. Why? Actually we haven't actually echo here, right? So you have to echo it, so it will actually show. Now refresh, and here you can see this is conditional statement. But if I give here /, then it will actually make comment, and if I refresh here you can see there is nothing. All right, now we know in okay, so let me show you how you can actually write multi-line comment. To use multi-line comment, you have to use here a single slash and then star and then star then single slash, and inside it if you write anything you will it will actually work as comment. Okay, so here I'm going to say let's say what are the actually conditional statements. So I will say conditional statements. Okay, conditional statements are if else, then we have switch case, then we have loops. So these are called conditional statement because these are actually follow some condition, and according to the condition actually it will do something. Okay, so let's start with if else at first of all, if else. Okay, so I'm going to go with if else at first, and here I'm going to say if else. All right, okay, first of all let's say I want to mention here a variable age, let's say 18, and I will say if age $age is greater than or equal to 18, 18, I will actually say here that echo, you can enter here, enter this website. I mean actually I want to give restriction for some other ages people. If the guy is greater than age is greater than 18 or is equal to 18, then only that time actually he can enter this website. Okay, otherwise sorry, he cannot enter. So we'll say else. So you have to write like this, and then we have to say echo, you cannot enter here, you can't enter here. All right, here you can see this is the condition. If the condition is true, then it will actually enter here, otherwise it will go here. So this is the if else condition. So this will actually return us boolean value. If true, then it will return true. If false, then it will actually go for else, it will not enter here. Now let's say I have multiple condition. So what will happen? Either I have to give if multiple times, or I have to give else if. And now the question is when we should use if multiple times and when we should use else if. Here you can see I have is. Let's say I want to check $is smaller than 0. Then I will say echo you haven't born yet. You haven't born yet, right? So here you can see I am actually checking the single age value multiple times. Then it will actually check the first condition. If the first condition is true, it will show it, and then it will actually go for other condition also. Okay, but when you will use else if, it will either check any of the condition. I mean, if the first one is true, then it will actually not check the second one. It will actually break it. Why? Because it's else if. But if you use here if, so it will actually find that okay, we have another condition, we have to execute it. But when you say else if, it will go either any of the condition. If any of the condition is true, then it will show it and then it will terminate the code. Okay, so we know when we should use else and when we should use if. Now let's go for the switch case. So I'll go here and I'll say switch case. So I need to actually make comment. Switch case. So switch case is kind of straightforward. Let's say I want a specific value. Here you can see I can give a condition like is greater than or equal to, smaller than or equal to, is not equal to. Okay, logical operators. But for the switch case, we have to go with specific things. We can actually only give here a single value. We cannot give here a condition like greater than or equal to, smaller than or equal to. So we will use switch case for specific term. Let's say I will say here I will say here boolean value. Okay, or let's say I will say student ID. Okay, so I will say here 1 and I will say switch. So switch will actually pass the variable, and that is student ID. So I will say $student ID, and case will actually got the value. I mean, here you can see I have, let's say 10. I have, let's say, multiple cases. So I'm going to actually copy it and I will go here, paste it, go here, paste it, and here I have to, let's say, give here 1 and then 2. So it will actually go inside and directly it will go to the case. The case value actually match with the student value. It will not check for, so it will not check for other cases like 10, 2. It will directly go to the case 1. So time consuming also, right? Yeah, straightforward. So for the straightforward thing, you can actually use switch case. And here you can see break. Why break? If you don't use here break, it will actually let's say go for the case 1. So the case 1 is true, and if here no break, it will actually go for the case 2 and it will actually show case 2 also. So every single time for the switch case, you have to use break. Why? Because break terminate the code. We have another one that is continue. So continue will actually continue the code. So when we should use break, when we should use continue, we will actually talk about it in loop. When we will talk about loops, that time actually we will talk about it. Okay, but for now, break will actually terminate the code. So we have to terminate the code, because if we actually find the targeted case, so we'll actually break the code, right? We don't go for other cases. Okay, but what if there is no case actually match with the student value? Then actually it will go for the default one. Here you can see. So we can actually echo here something that, yeah, you are student 1, you are student 1. So I can actually say here that echo you are student, or I can say here your ID is 10, and I'll copy it, paste here, and here would be 1 and here will be 2, and here will be your ID is, you have no ID. Okay, you have no ID. So now if I actually I want to comment out all of them. Okay, so what can I do? I will actually mark all of them. Okay, drag and drop. I mean I will select all of them and press Ctrl then slash. It will actually make single line comment of all of them. Okay, so it's another way to actually make comment. Okay, I mean comment out something. Now we'll actually go for the switch case, and here let's go to the browser and refresh. Now here you can see your ID is 1. If I say here 2, then it will show that your ID is 2. Here you can see 2. But if I show here 0, it will actually not match with any case, so it will go for the default one. You have no ID. Here you can see you have no ID. So I hope you understand switch case also. Now let's go for comment out it. Now let's go for loops. So loops. We have loops like while, we have for loop, and we have for each. So we'll talk about everything, and now let's say we'll talk about while loop at first. Let me check. Okay, the video is very long right now. You can see 11 minutes. So actually I'm going to create a new video for this. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.